in the last paragraph, there's my breadcrumb, last paragraph, the author writes that folklore collecting is what? So I go over to the last one, and she says folklore collecting or folklore is not as easy to collect as it sounds. The ideal source is where there are fewest outside influences. But these people are reluctant at times to reveal that which the soul lives by. If I were putting that in my own words, and I would need to understand it, it means that the best place to get this folklore is where there's not a lot of outsiders, a lot of outside influences, a lot of things coming in from the outside to that town. But because there's not a lot of outside influence, those people are more private. So they are reluctant or hesitant to tell their stories, the things that the soul lives by. So we go over here and look at our answers. Folklore collecting is less difficult than it appears. Well, it doesn't really say that. In fact, it says that sometimes people are reluctant, so we're throwing that out. B, it's easiest to accomplish in isolated places because people there freely reveal their innermost thoughts. Well, I just now read that people there are reluctant, so they do not freely reveal their thoughts, so I'm taking that out. C, can be difficult in isolated places even though the people there are the best sources. She says the ideal source, the best source, is where there are few outside influences. That would be an isolated place. So we're using different words to say the same thing, and that's what we want to do in these passages, is find those places where they're just stating it a little differently. This is probably my answer, but I'm going to check out D and E. Collecting folklore is more difficult than publishing what has been collected. There's not a word in there about publishing. Is the best way to reveal what is important to people. It does talk about what their soul lives by, but it doesn't talk about the best way to reveal that. So I'm back to C. That is my answer.